Welcome
Woo!
all back.
I'm free.
Yes, welcome to this side, Mark. Or
Yes.
shall I say, well, shall I say Flyweight? We got a great episode for you guys tonight. We have a special one shot, our brand new club DM. You may notice him from the other side of the table. His name is none other than Dayton. Welcome, Dayton. We're all so excited for you to do this for us. It's been a long time coming. It's been an absolute joy being a play on your tables in the past for so long, and I think everyone's gonna really enjoy this. So quick introductions. As always, I am Matt Roberts. I am playing a special character that no one knows yet, but maybe
Good save. Good
if-
save.
you have the stream open, might ruin it. Just don't look too hard. I am going to be playing a secret character here to be revealed shortly. We have our friend Gavin on here. He's going to be playing a new character. He's a good friend of ours who's played with us in many campaigns.
What's up,
many
Gavin?
times. He's a very
Gavin.
fun, cool role-playing character. He's really good with the rules. Really good. So Gavin, thank you so much for coming. He's also one of the first fans. So how are you feeling for tonight, buddy?
Literally our first fan.
Yeah, I stream them all, even when I'm working.
Nice. Well,
That's the way to do it.
Dedication.
And do you
Yeah.
want to give us your character name, or are you just gonna wait for the story to start?
Yeah. No, definitely. So, I, you know, long time listener, first time player. No.
Yeah.
I'm just so happy to be here amongst all my favorite imaginary heroes. Yeah, actually, I'll be playing for this lovely, sands of Arabia and Egypt and ancient lore. I will be playing Rock Samson. Definitely no relation to anyone. Definitely an original character, 100%.
Nice.
I say that, and you might have an idea in your mind, and yes, it's true. But I flavored him a little differently, and I hope you'll all enjoy it as much as I enjoyed making him.
Great.
It's gonna be fun.
Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're here. This is going to be very fun. Like I said, it's a long time coming, and we hope to see you on plenty more. And next is Alex, our wonderful bugbear. I mean,
Trying to find another word.
No,
yeah.
No.
He's not really
Yeah, I'm
playing him
wonderful.
anymore, you know?
No. So tonight I am playing. I'm gonna keep it a little bit secret, but her name is Bastet.
Ooh, stat.
Ooh.
I like it.
Right.
And of course, Josh, my right-hand man in most walks of life's here. How you doing today, buddy?
Oh, not too bad. I didn't do a whole lot of mod management before this, so,
so
you
you're
know, I
ready
have
to
some
play.
energy. I have some energy.
Nice.
He's not warmed up yet.
Who?
I will be playing Ravi'ka. I am a Thry-Kreen variant, more scarab-like. Circle of the Desert Druid.
Yes.
This is 100% a monster.
And I am really looking forward to this.
Yes. I know. We've
Can't
been
get away
talking
from those
about it
Thry cream.
a lot at work. and-
No, man, apparently me and Common Riders have a very deep history.
Okay.
No, hey, and to be fair, at work today, we decided that we were not going to call them Thry Cream anymore, and that he's going to be Thigh Cream.
Thigh cream.
Aw.
Thigh Queen.
Special shout out to Rachel for that one.
Yeah, I believe they're
Thank
watching
you.
tonight
That was-
too. Liam,
Yeah.
thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you're enjoying
Yes,
the spell.
thank you for being here.
The Spelljammer bundle. We got you, and you and your club are able to play. Send us some pictures. Let us know how it's going. Let us know your characters. We can talk about them on a behind the stream. But
One additional, just shameless shout out. I'm looking at the website right now, and I just noticed you have iPhone cases.
yeah, you should definitely check them out. Check out all
I'm
the merch.
I'm very upset that I haven't seen one yet.
Yeah,
you know.
Check out our merch. Get to them. Grab it all. We got some great stuff here.
I mean, it's already into my cart.
That's easy. This guy can come back on the stream every week. And then we also have our wonderful DM now on our side of the table. Mark, welcome to this side. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Today, it's nice to be on this side of the DM board, as it were. I've played in a lot of Dayton's games. He's my right-hand man in most walks of life.
Oh, nice.
And so I'm going to be bringing Winstone Flyweight, the GIF Rear Admiral of the United GIF Empire, which you might have heard of from our Spelljammer sessions. But he is an aging GIF that stands just under 8 foot tall and weighs around 400 pounds of pure muscle. He's in his later years, and he's hoping for a last hurrah, and if not that, a whole lot of money.
All right.
Nice.
I like it.
Very nice.
And then, of course, for the first time, I am pleased to announce the Dirty Dice Club's second Dungeon Master. Dayton, the floor is yours. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for doing all the work for us. We're all so excited. I know you've been just pouring your heart and soul into it, and I cannot wait for everyone to see it. So, the floor is yours. Let us know what we're getting into, and take us away.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, as your guest DM for the Dirty Dice Club, I'd like to present you The Forgotten Tomb.
Dun, dun, dun.
A camel with 5 legs.
I admit I had to cheat with some AI art here and there. That's okay.
No, that's an arm. Okay, that's strategic placement.
It looks like the arm's just doing the ball gazer thing.
Yep.
Let me tell you,
So, okay.
that will earn some extra coin.
Right there. Right there. That's okay. The club artist promised that she will definitely be doing some crazy stuff for us. But for now,
Yeah, big shout out to
we're
Marina.
gonna work with what we got.
Always.
Marina.
So, the goal
Cat
here is
Ninja.
a simple one-shot based on sort of an Egypt Mania Lost World type genre. So, think The Mummy or The Curse of the Mummy if you're a little older school. Johnny Quest, or in some person's personal opinion, The Venture Brothers. We're here to raid a tomb. Maybe save someone along the way. We'll see.
We will see. That.
So, without further ado, let's get right into it, shall we?
Let's do it.
Yo. By
Take
the
it
way,
from
I
me.
have you guys streaming on the TV down here and upstairs, so we're gonna have extra views.
Let's go. Share this with a friend. Get it out there. We're going live, dumping right into this. Dayton, take
I
it
can't
away.
share with friends. All of my friends are in the video.
Oh, yeah.
My friends are tools.
Yes, carry on, Dane. Sorry.
The azure waters of the Cometti River run through a vast, otherwise arid desert, creating within it a pulsing emerald vein of life and commerce. If you were to mark its halfway point from end to end, you'd find the village of Mid-Cometti. As many kingdoms from either end have risen and fallen over the years, trying to unite the Cometti's mouth and headwaters, Mid-Cometti has had a varied history, having cycled back and forth between a simple fishing hamlet and a key travel spot for riverbound merchants, travelers, and transport companies alike. Though the current theocracy of Mizir chose to never develop the region for whatever reason, recognizing a missed opportunity, a powerful foreign merchant company has taken over the town of Mid-Cometti and helped to grow into its current golden age. However, there have been issues as of late. The ghosts of those ancient kingdoms still seem to haunt this distant place, with many of the local farmers and fishermen warning the merchant company and its officers, local governors and representatives, particularly one Jonathan Farthing, a half-elf noble who has more or less made himself the head of the village. They warn that no wealth has ever come to this place without fair payment to the lost temple of Apep, alluding to the possibility that just maybe there's a reason the ministers of Mizir left this place alone. When the so-called priestess of Apep, Ms. Nephora, at last made herself known to Jonathan Farthing, requesting a proper tithe from the merchant company, he simply laughed her off and sent her on her way. Since then, though, officers of the company and various important merchants have been disappearing left and right. This would be concerning on its own, but rumors of the ghost of the Queen Sobek Neferu silently slipping into inns or onto ships to devour rich foreigners has begun to affect Farthing's bottom line. After multiple failed stakeouts, a handful of dead investigators, and one wizard driven mad trying to divine the nature of this ghost, Farthing has at last pinpointed the location of the lost Temple of Apep. And though the original plan was to simply take his time whittling it down, things recently changed when a snot-nosed prince from an important trading partner nation was kidnapped in Mid-Comedy, no doubt taken by the Temple of Apep. Now Farthing aims to have it and its cult cleared out once and for all. That's where you come in. Having pulled a great number of strings and spared no expense, Farthing has brought the lot of you to Mid-Comedy, hoping that you'll deal with this matter quickly and discreetly. Along with a small fortune promised to each of you for your work, any treasure found along the way is yours to keep, just so long as no shred remains of this bothersome ghost. So, we begin our adventure just outside the town of Mid-Comedy. Mr. Rock, Mr. Winstone, Ms. Bastet, and Mr. Ravi'ka. The four of you have been brought on board a sort of sand ship. It sails over the sand via wind and pontoon. Mr. Farthing is there with you. Well, that's about the gist of it. Any questions before we get there?
Yes, why would you hire a GIF if you wanted this done discreetly?
Well, between you and me, it's far enough away from the town. I don't much care what happens to the temple. I don't much care what happens to the cult. Just so long as it stays away from the town. Blow it to sand. It'll match the rest of this accursed place.
Exactly the answer I was hoping for. Thank you.
Exactly the answer I needed.
And you say anything on the inside is ours.
So long as you can procure it. Truth be told, I can't imagine it has much at this point.
Perfect.
We haven't blown open the right doors.
Any other questions?
Yes. How long until we get there?
Not long now.
We have, say, 10 minutes?
Yes, every bit of that.
Cool. If nobody, or on our trek, once we get moving, I am going to use my bolstering performance. For everyone present, you get an additional 19, or you get 19 temporary hit points, as I tell a rousing war story about the last time when I was up in the astral sea. I once ran into a bandit's lair with only my sword. It was in my skivvies at the time, and every last one of them ran away. It was brilliant.
Probably
Is that
at the sight
your
of you and your
inspired-
skivvies.
Is that your inspiring leadership?
I agree with
That is
that
my
one.
inspiring leadership.
Oh my god, I love that.
They probably fled at the sight of you and your skivvies.
I was hoping it was the sword, but perhaps you were right.
Bastet
wasn't
looks
quite
you
as
up and
fit as
down. It definitely wasn't the sword.
And you can see actually currently he's wearing a set of particularly ornate full plate armor. It is typical of gift shock troopers, but you can see he moves around real easily in it. Like it's either he's incredibly strong or the armor's surprisingly light. And he is carrying a very large greatsword on the back that's sort of a half cut, sort of a saber almost. Just a very long saber. And on his hip is a particularly ornate musket that has some mahogany, like a deep brown mahogany wood, on its grip and its stock, and the rest of it is gilded copper.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I love to hear that. In fact, while we're at it, Ravi'ka, you're quite the standout yourself. Why don't you go ahead and let the players know what they're looking at here?
You're quite the standout yourself.
I look like, you look at me, you see pretty Egyptian scarab. My carapace is mainly gold with blue accents. And very, very metallic, much like a jewel beetle. I am wearing white-ish robes with gold and blue accents on them. And I have a precarious sickle on my side.
Okay.
Ooh.
Very nice. Farthing kind of points you out for a moment. You're used to working in these kind of environments, aren't you?
I live in these kind of environments.
I was told you were a good choice for that.
It's where I was
This-
raised. Born in the sand, and all will return to the sand.
So long as we can make sure no gold gets left behind. I don't think I need to tell you, this massive river, home to one of the eldest civilizations in the land, can roughly be divided into its upper region, its lower region, its headwaters, and its mouth. The Comedy River civilization has had various kingdoms rise up from either end, some occasionally becoming mighty enough to conquer the other. Though, that leaves these central regions here, the proverbial frontier, scattered with ruins of ancient cities from eras much greater wealth. If I can make it all mine, I would. But, this isn't about me, it's about you! You there, madame. I hear you're also from a similar region, although you do strike me as a bit foreign. Tell me about yourself.
So you said we're on a sand ship, right?
Correct.
You see her kind of looking off in the distance behind you, wearing kind of a longish robe. And as she moves with a hobble. Like, she doesn't look as if she moves very, very quickly. But as she hobbles, you notice that it is with the utmost grace. Like, it is a very, like, as if you imagine somebody trying to walk with one leg much longer than the other, but try and walk as a noble. She keeps her grace and poise. She throws her hood back, and you notice she has whiskers on her cheek, and her canines are slightly elongated, almost looking like fangs. Her face is adorned just with makeup. Her green eyes accentuated by blue eyeshadow and extremely like cat-like black lining.
Okay.
Carry yourselves like many of the captains in the Navy. Injured, but with grace.
You could say that. And yeah, no, she's about 6 feet tall, lithe. This looks very, very graceful.
Winstone has to look down on everybody.
Yes.
You're 8 feet tall. I didn't mention it, but my scarab is probably about 5'8", 5'9".
He's a bulky boy.
It will not be difficult to stay near me, which I recommend. But we haven't heard from the last of us.
Aye. Mr. Sampson. I understand you have quite the storied history dealing with things like this.
You could say some would say they have a storied history with me.
How would you describe your character?
Rock says, stepping out, twiddling what may be a harmonica or a dagger. You can't quite tell with the way his giant man paws are hovering over it. He stands about 6'5", 250 pounds, with a blonde Jerry curl mullet.
Yes.
He comes out and eats the cigarette that he's been smoking.
Go on. Take it from me.
Go ahead.
You got a wig for this character.
I should. I don't. It doesn't have a dairy curl though.
Oh.
That's for a different session. But yeah, and so
The
he-
after hours.
you know, dressed more or less like your average divorced dad. He's technically got on chinos and a tucked in short sleeve polo.
Kind of a slight pink shade.
Yeah, it's salmon. It's salmon.
It's salmon.
Yeah, salmon is for men. Don't worry about my high blood pressure. And he goes ahead and he's gonna go ahead and say, this might be all right. You said we don't have to take any measures not to have collateral damage, and Sands tell no secrets. So I think this will work out. As he eyes up and down. I'm counting on you there, Bugman, and Bug Woman. Sorry. And
You creature,
tell your
what
gender.
race are you?
yeah. Well, I'm gonna see if I pass that one off. We're gonna go.
I believe he's something that they call a human. I'm not sure.
I nat one that one. It did not go well.
Gotta get those rolls out early.
Yeah. Gotta get
Still got a 15, but it was a nat 1.
How did you get a 15 on a nat 1?
We're level 50.
All right.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, my players have never been level 15 before. This is going to be an adventure.
Oh, I hope.
I have.
All
Well, we
right.
can't all be you, Josh. No.
This is true.
Farthing kind of looks off over the sand.
We could. I just don't think I don't think there's enough. there's enough brain bandwidth for us all to be Josh.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Keep in mind
you have enough KY.
Keep in mind that we all have 19 temporary hit points going into this, with the exception of wherever Matt's character is.
So, as you introduce yourselves, Farthing nodding along, looking out over the sands. At one point he speaks up. Well, at the very least, you're not afraid of ghost stories. Half the people in the village aren't willing to even go near this place. They knew what it was, just as I thought. They wouldn't tell us. They were confident that it was cursed. The Temple of Apep, they call it. Some super ancient deity of darkness and chaos. The opponent of all that is light and orderly. You know the type. The temple refers both to this place, now that we've found the blasted place, and the people who the folks of Mid-Comedy once gave offerings to appease this evil serpent god in times of darkness. But that's from ancient history. Willing to bet these cultists are nothing more but conmen, using local boogeymen and ancient stories to pull whatever money from whatever pocket they can. The blokes of Mid-Comedy can pay up if they want, but I'm not. Not even with this Sobek Neferu figure. I looked into her. Some ancient queen of the region. Her name only appears in the history books briefly. An usurper who took power in this region after one of the more successful dynasties fell apart. She protected the region from the wars of the upper and lower river. Must have been quite powerful. She succeeded for as long as she did, and evidently the rival pharaohs of the north and south seem to think so. At least long enough to team up. But as far as I'm concerned, if she had a tomb, it's either long been destroyed or grave robbed into obscurity. Another regional boogeyman. You can take whatever treasure you find, but I'm going to be honest, I don't think you're going to find much.
At least much that's not cursed.
There it is now, he says, as you crest the hill, and in the middle of this desert is a rock formation. Large plateaus, sort of a small cave entrance to the south side. What in blazes? There's someone already there. They might have guards up front. Warning you now. Be alert.
Guards. Like,
Take us in.
the local variety. Are we talking villagers or well-trained people?
I only see one out there. Look. He's a big bastard, isn't he?
With my height, what can we see?
Cresting over the hill, in the shade of the plateau, it's difficult to see. You can make out a figure, and it's quite large and burly, but unfortunately, can't really make out any defining details.
The heat makes everything blurry.
That's all right. We're heading in now, then, aren't we?
Indeed.
So, yes, you have that plus 19. So, anyone want to do anything before you guys make landfall, as it were?
Landfall.
Aside from making a few comments about how spelljammers don't have any drag like on the sand here and could generally be used way more efficiently transport goods and services to the surface, Winstone will not make any comments on anything else.
He will make tons of snide comments about the ship. Understood.
Ravi will have questions about the Astral Sea, as my people originated from there, but have since, for the last at least generations, have been walking the material plane.
And I think Winstone will get stuck into a solid conversation about what's going on and just sort of get distracted off to the side with Ravi as we go to land.
I'm gonna go ahead and go off to Bastet and tell and kind of like quietly scream if you say like so mumble but thinking I'm being I don't like
You're gonna quietly scream.
Yeah.
Thinking he's quiet.
It's coarse, rough, and irritating. It gets everywhere. And I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'm gonna light another one of my unfiltered Lucky Strikes.
She is just going to stop.
It has to. Yeah, it came right out of my dungaree jeans.
Go ahead, Alex.
No, she just side eyes him and looks right back out over the doesn't even flinch.
She's used to awkward approaches by men.
Just takes the cake. It's awkward approach.
All right. So we come upon the large plateau-like structure. Appears natural in the sand, half buried. And what do we find out here, Matt?
You tell them what you see, what they see.
So you
Darkness,
guys approach,
pure darkness.
and in the shadow is this large, hulking, half-dressed man bull. One might say a minotaur.
There he is. Barely coming in, but we could see him. There he is. No, we can see you. You're good.
The camera does not like the mask.
No, maybe I have to get closer.
Yep. Like, don't
Get
put your head
closer,
down.
You're barely in frame. You're barely in frame.
We didn't. There are minotaurs here.
Matt, turn off the background remover.
Will that save him?
It should. It should try and stop green screening out the.
Yeah, I think it's
His
clipping
entire
his
head.
back. His whole head. It's clipping his
Now he's
background.
just a chest.
This is just one of those statues that's missing half of it. There he
There we
is.
go.
All right.
This looks like an aha skit, but you know.
Okay, do the introduction again. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome, mortals. I've been waiting for more blood to sacrifice in these tombs.
Is
Winstone's
this the
hand
cult
is
you were talking about?
Winstone's hand is already on his musket.
Is he one of yours?
Farthing is already kind of like throwing himself back, like trying to keep his ground, but also a little freaked out. From my understanding, the cult was all human. Or at worst, UNT. That's new by me. Should have figured they'd have a guardian for the tomb, though.
I haven't seen one of those since the last time I was stuck in a labyrinth.
Guardian of the tomb. How do we pass?
I am no guardian. I am no one. I'm here to vanquish the ghosts.
Then you count us among your number.
Farthing will
Mayhap
step
we
out.
will. We shall see if you can stand the test of Crippy.
Minotaur! You say you are here to vanquish the ghosts of this temple?
As I do in all times and all realms.
Very well then. Aid my men here. They come for the same purpose. If you return with them alive, I'll see to it you're paid handsomely.
Keep your gold. I only want the death of the ghost.
I'll take his gold.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he doesn't want it.
If he doesn't want it.
That moving background's gonna be absolute hell.
That is
Well,
awesome.
go on.
It's
Get outta here.
awesome.
I'm not
Let's
paying
talk
you to
about
stand
it.
around.
This render to be the background instead of this one.
Winstone will hop off of the sand skiff and just sort of tromp down, and he'll turn around and offer a hand to those who are also hopping down.
I will hop down, and as I land, you will notice that it doesn't appear that I sink into the sand.
Ooh. Surprisingly, despite Winstone's size and weight, he also doesn't sink into the sand.
Ooh.
Bastet hurdles off of the deck in very acrobatic style. Like you would think, wait, she's got a lame leg, and just sticks the landing
Make me an acrobatics check.
with
I also-
pleasure.
Winstone holding up a hand to help whoever's coming down only helps Rock Samson.
Don't be
I
so
don't-
certain about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Winston helped me down.
Oh, I see.
Please tell me
Okay.
that worked.
I wanna do a cool.
How about a
fucking
20?
28.
28, beautiful. Bastet has no issues lunging down and landing as if there was no lameness at all whatsoever. And then, as if to make a point, Mr. Rock Samson does pretty much the exact same thing and then just walks like nothing happened.
Got some Willy Wonka stuff going on here.
The roll only came through to me, but he got a 13 on his acrobatics check. Or, sorry, a 30 plus 13.
Ah.
expertise.
Right. Well then, I suppose we should be about it.
I like your style. Let's get moving.
I eat another cigarette. I don't know if it's lit or not. Also, bonus action. I strike a dramatic pose.
Bonus action accepted.
Can you tell them what happens?
No,
Any jobs?
no, you tell him.
Oh, yeah. So somehow it seems out of my pack a cloak comes, flies out, and Dark Knight from the 1990s Batman commercial wraps around me perfectly, and I say, "I think we're going this way." towards the danger. As I look back at the sand pit longingly. Also, wind, suddenly hits me like I'm Fabio, and my mullet uncoils from its jerry curl momentarily until I look back and make my next step.
DM, is it windy?
I'm gonna look at the group members and go, I didn't know they made mullets of billowing.
Oh, they do. They absolutely
They
do.
only made one.
Yeah. Yeah. They
It was
only made one.
It was a special deal I made with an archdevil.
DM, is it windy outside?
It is
Same
not
as-
windy, actually.
It is not.
Mhm.
There's no wind.
It is exactly what you think it is.
I like your cape. I like your cape a lot.
I
Yeah,
must
it's
admit,
super
that
cool
is.
cape.
Roll my brow and be like, "Hey, all." Until they know.
I
Uh,
know.
DM, on our
Yep.
way in, I'm going to sort of pick up my pace a little bit and pull out a vial of water and sort of make it look like I'm cooling myself off. And I'm going to mutter under my breath as I shatter the glass on the ground, and I'm going to cast Protection from Evil and Good on myself.
Oh. Do you want to explain to me what that spell does?
Until the spell ends, one willing creature, in this case me, is protected from certain types of creatures: aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. Grants several benefits. Here, I could just post it. Or I
Yeah.
can do that.
That's a thing you can do.
Oh wow.
I can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them, and if I'm already charmed, it stops, basically. And they have disadvantage on rolls against me.
Yes?
As we are traveling, I'm going to ritual cast comprehend languages, so I understand languages for all languages for an hour.
All right, very good. That's languages that you hear, correct? Spoken languages?
Spoken languages and written languages, as long as I am touching the surface they are on.
Okay, okay. Anyone else want to make a cast of anything on the way in?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do a first floor.
You broke up a little bit there. Say again?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a first level cast of detect magic, so that anything within 30 feet, I should be able to find out if it's School of Magic and penetrate most barriers, unless it's stone. But technically, sand is not stone.
But is
And
it
stone
really?
is stone.
Until we hit it hard enough.
Same can be said for actual stone.
I mean, maybe
Oh,
maybe for
the
you, it's
smoke
not.
from the nose, Matt. That's sick.
Gotta be stuffy in there.
Do you guys actually have your character sheets?
I do.
Yes.
Yes.
For
You?
not gonna lie, for the most part, I'm having a real hard issue getting spells into my spell sheet on Roll20.
Why don't you just use the plugin from Beyond?
Because much like Nishak, this character is extremely
All right, so
not core friendly.
Yeah,
so you're
Guys.
rolling normal dice and we're running it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well-
No. I've got enough in Roll20 I can do. Just I don't have my spells in there. It's all good.
Yeah, we can just roll it raw. Just know what your spell modifiers are.
And just make up the
Yep.
spells you have.
Yeah.
Yep.
I cast
could've-
Wish at
Done.
third level.
I could have made you a custom feat.
I'm
instead.
pretty sure that's a
All right.
first
All
level
right, back
spell.
to it, guys.
Yes, let's get moving. Yeah, I know. Wish is the first level.
All right. So I realize I don't have your character tokens here, so I'm plopping them on the map. That's a very big Thrycreen. Look at him.
What
He's
can
a
I
beefy
say?
boy.
Well,
I like that.
that's a beautiful picture.
It really is.
It
That's
is.
We do it live.
I am used to the Thrycree from like Dark Sun and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, this one's really cool.
Matt,
I like
if we opened Crippy's mouth, would we just find your face inside?
Yes. You guys ever seen that one clip from Teenage
There's a
Mutant Ninja
handsome
Turtles
fellow.
where they're
Yeah.
laughing
Yeah.
and you can see his mouth on the inside?
I heard so. Anyway, you're a warless or a war hippo. What's that?
GIF.
A gift, right? Yeah, you're a gift. You're a gift. Yeah.
You just had to make that joke, didn't you?
I did.
Some call us Jeff. They're wrong.
Oh. Mom, you choose Jeff.
So what's the map looking like, Day?
Are you
He's
not
getting our
seeing?
tokens. Oh.
Forgive me, it's the one thing I forgot to do was get your guys' tokens to begin with.
As we're sitting here waiting, I'm gonna nudge the GIF and try to size him up a little bit, like a chest bump, and like blow my nostrils at him a little bit. Don't get in my way when the killing starts.
On the contrary, I think you should stay near me.
We shall see.
That we shall.
And then
I'm a gift.
I'm gonna go
I'm a
size
gift.
up the rest of them, walking up and down, looking at them.
As we're entering this place, I'm gonna lean down to the Thrycreen. It was Ravi, was it?
Ravi'ka.
In my advanced age, my memory isn't quite what it used to be. Thank you very much. Ravi'ka, I am Winstone Flyweight, and I would like to inform you, as you seem the dependent type. One of the treasures I seek here is not meant to leave. And I would like to ask for somebody to bear witness, should that treasure make itself seen.
Absolutely. I've
Thanks.
been through my fair share of temples and sight.
The interesting thing is this treasure can be found almost anywhere. But no more talk. Let us be about it.
Oh my god, I was
You,
muted that
my
whole
big
time.
friend. Yes, you were.
And
Are you being
what was
discreet about this?
that? I'm saying it under my breath, but it's not quiet. It's clearly meant to be specifically to Ravi, but
Okay.
it's not stealthed in any way. Like it's sort of like an open conversation that's clearly meant to be between two people.
Okay. So
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No. I was saying, geez, if I'm gonna try and listen in, do you want me to roll a perception check? Or...
I'm not being quiet. You can hear.
Well, no. I mean,
That
I
is
understand what you.
Perfect, Dayton. No, you can. What I'm saying is, it's an open conversation. You can hear it, and you
Okay.
can hear what's being said. Winstone's not trying to be quiet, but it is again one of those conversations where it's like, I'm clearly talking to Ravi, and if
Got
anybody
it,
overhears it, that's fine. But it is a directed comment.
Gotcha. So I misunderstood then. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
We all on top of things?
We're getting in here, guys.
Yes. Let's enter.
Okay, so do me a favor and let's
Roll
just make
initiative.
sure that you guys can control your characters.
No.
No.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I don't have any problems.
Well, Josh.
All good here.
Okay, Thry Queen.
Go ahead and try again.
Okay.
Alex, go ahead and try again.
Yeah. No, I got mine.
Okay,
Just-
fantastic. Back on top of things. I apologize, guys, for all the effort and work that I put into this. The one thing I forgot. You.
How dare you?
Dang.
Okay, so you guys are entering through this plateau of Earth. And as you do so, on the inside, in sort of a large cave structure, is the sort of front end of what appears to be a temple of some sort. It has 3 entrances, one in the very front, 2 kind of off to the side, but they appear to go to the same location.
Like outside?
They all seem
Going
to converge
into
in
this
like the
temple.
same. Just looking at it, having seen his fair share of temples, would this be the sort of temple that houses and is meant to keep, or is this the sort of temple where people go to meet their gods?
That's a good question.
It is a very good question.
Did we see any writing or anything on the walls?
Wondering the same thing.
As you step inside, even your whispers seem to echo in this ancient temple-like space. Its mountain-carved walls and sandstone pillars crumbling with each step you take. A large reflecting pool can be seen at the entry as you enter, a rust-like redness stained to the bottom. The nave is littered with broken pews, long abandoned and seemingly out of place for the sort of architecture which surrounds them. At the far end, a grand altar rises up, any light that pierces the room's dark veil seemingly focused there as if by design. Though this place is clearly long forgotten, something somewhere is still stirring, and you feel as if you're being watched. From your current position, it's difficult to ascertain just what kind of temple this is. You'll have to go further in.
What about my
I
chat?
will walk further in. And I will examine the architecture of the building to see if I can gather any indicators as to which deities were worshipped here.
As we take our first steps forward, and when our flyweight sees that Ravi's getting ready to move forward, he's gonna put a hand out. Hold on just a second. We don't know how dangerous these places are. And I will take a few intentional steps forward and just sort of test the area, see if anything happens.
In what direction are you moving?
I'm going to head down this way.
Okay. And are you focusing on anything in particular?
I am watching my weight, where I place my feet specifically, and I am keeping an eye on any particular, like I'm keeping an eye out for any glints or any sudden movement.
As Winstone heads in, Bastet is going to reach down and grab a little bit of the sand, just kind of like testing the quality, seeing, you know, how is it as fine as the outside. And as she does so, you hear her start to speak Draconic, and she's going to cast Longstrider on herself.
Okay. Okay.
That was getting way too hot. Sorry, guys. I couldn't breathe.
All right.
It was only a matter of time.
I did it
In
for
order
a while.
to make this more manageable and ensure that each person gets their due, for the purposes of being in this temple and not knowing what can strike, when, and where, I'd like you all to roll initiative.
Ooh.
Give me that solid 7. Let's go.
Got a big old 3.
6.
After
What?
Oh, no.
Better than a 6. Makes me feel a little bit better, Matt. Thank you.
I like my.
I don't know. I still cannot roll well on an initiative. Like, does not
It's your
matter
curse.
what campaign it is.
You need a new account.
Yep. All right.
All right.
Well,
So, as we're doing this, do we notice any reactions happening or anything?
Not at the moment.
I'm gonna
Mr.
pull out
Sampson? Go ahead.
I'm gonna pull out my lute and start playing power chords to Enter Sandman.
ooh.
And I'm gonna ostentatiously point it towards the various corridors and the gaping, you know, the set in the center of the room, the you know,
Yes.
our this whole area.
Make me a
Kirby
performance check.
Oh,
Yeah, because it's so cool. Can I have it? No.
Matt, go ahead. You're
Yeah.
saying.
I'm just gonna start dancing to it, like vibing to it. Oh yeah, I'm tapping.
So,
I'm hitting the maze.
Also, and everybody thought that was cool.
Everybody thought that was cool.
Everybody thought.
Hey, Gavin did a cool flip.
That's right.
You genuinely see Bastet shaking what would look like if she had a tail.
That's called a butt. No. So do you want to move
No,
forward?
you know
at
what I
all,
mean.
Mr.
Like
Sampson?
she.
Yeah, let's
Yeah, I'm gonna
keep it
slowly,
moving.
I'm gonna
Start doing the
slowly, walk around, like giving it the Elvis hips down the hallway, and I think I've made it about here.
All right. Sounds good to me.
If we're moving our full distance, then I'd be right there too.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
we're just making.
Bastet.
Remember, I'm distracted. Bonus action, Billa. Well, Molly.
Yeah, I move
I'm
up
gonna
right
head,
next to Flyweight. Let's see what you got then, Flyweight.
Alex, go ahead.
Yeah. I am going to move up the walls towards 3.
It looks completely collapsed in.
Nice try. Better luck
All right.
next time.
Like completely. All right. Nothing. No, I'm good. Actually, can I do an investigation check? It's like nothing, anything there. Does it look like it's? Is there anything on the other side?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
All right. Why will you not let me roll a investigation check?
There we
There you
go.
go.
Ooh.
This is why we need
19.
Everything else you roll like mad.
Yeah.
This
Okay,
actually
well,
looks like it was caved in almost intentionally. You see damage along the side of the walls as if this was done on purpose. What's interesting is that while it's old, it's not as old as you would think. It would seem almost as if this was done probably only a couple years ago.
Interesting.
So yes, the entrance here has been blocked recently. This is peculiar, if I must say.
Nice.
Anything else for your turn?
Yeah, no, I'm done.
All right, Ravi.
I will wander over to behind my GIF friend. Right up here. And on my way by, I would like to peer down one.
Make me a perception check since it's more of a quick glance.
Absolutely. How's a 13?
Hard to say, kind of dark down there as a quick glance, but it looks caved in.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
That is in fact my turn.
Crippy.
I actually had made a religion check when we first came in. I don't know if you saw it, but I can make another one. I want to know
I
the.
saw it. It was very good.
I want to know the.
No, 27.
Yeah, I
That
want
was
to
a
know.
27, I believe.
Yeah, kind of the layout and like what this altar I'm looking at is.
Would anyone else like to make a religion or history check?
I would in fact like to do that as well.
I mean,
Flyweight's focused. You can see that
Yes,
even the
yes.
music doesn't seem to be getting to him.
Ravi got a 22 on religion for
Beautiful.
studying the
And a 20.
architecture.
24 for Bastet.
Help actions give advantage.
16 for history.
So, for all of those who cleared a 12, which is everyone but Flyweight who didn't roll, The temple's underlying structure is clearly that of the Old Kingdom, when the people were still young and their rulers still beholden to the gods and their priests. But little else about this place really makes sense. For those of you that cleared a 15, which again is everyone, good job, what you notice is a mix of rituals and icons litter the room, a slipshod addition of 3 different faiths layered on top of each other. It's hardly rare for an oppressed sect or clandestine cult to make use of abandoned ruins, but for it to have happened multiple times is a testament to this temple's age. For those of you that cleared an 18, which is everyone but Mr. Sampson, digging back through the layers of icons and glyphs, though it seems this place may have always been dedicated to the powers of death and rebirth, the oldest images appear more funerary in nature. The place wasn't built for evil purpose. But the most recent markings, the most recent icons, they seem far more fiendish and necromantic in nature. It seems whatever purpose this temple was built for once upon a time, it's not being used for that now.
And then I will make my way up the one hallway.
I believe that Ravi commented that it was destroyed.
Oh, it was? Okay, sorry, I must have missed
Yes,
it.
it's caved in.
Okay, I'm missed that word. Okay, then I'll pull up right before Flyweight and kind of peer down the main way here.
The nave is full of what appears to be broken wooden pews. They seem out of place, as if they were added at a much later date. Again, there seems to be layers upon layers of different faiths here, the most recent none too friendly. What's strange, though, is if it was recently used, why are they all destroyed?
And I'll look back at the group, seeing if no one is ready to move. I'll make my way into the main altar. Follow me if you're not too scared.
Flyweight, looking around, aside from the dancing loose flames from the entrance, you're not really seeing any movement. You're not seeing any shin or sheen. Only what's reflecting off the pool next to you. It catches your eye.
I want to look over the pool. Do I see any markings on the edging around it? How deep is the water? What does the water look like?
As you look into the pool, the light of the room, the way it reflects and refracts, it's almost as if it's avoiding it. It suddenly becomes an inky black void. Your face reflected in it, trapped in a mass of impenetrable darkness, swirling in shades of onyx, shadow, and pitch. The moment you make eye contact with yourself, you see your reflection start to shift. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Oh god.
I get advantage on these.
I'm really glad that I didn't look at them.
Nice. Who are you?
Natural 20, yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Let's
I think we're all
go.
busy right now.
Now, anyone who is within 30 feet of Flyweight, which is pretty much everyone but Bastet,
Beans.
I need you all to make a wisdom saving throw.
Gosh
Oh,
darn it.
beans.
That is the thing I don't do. Save things.
Give me that 24.
17.
Aha! One
this-
wisdom-based class to another, Matt.
Does this count as a charm effect?
counts as a
Oh, it's just
magical
whether I
effect,
get
not a pure
advantage or
effect.
not. What?
No, no, sorry.
Do the thing. Roll the thing. Yeah, that's all. That's all I was trying to find out. Ah!
Uh-oh.
The charisma save.
Oh, that's not what I meant to roll. Okay, still bad.
Let's roll a wisdom save this time.
Yeah,
Maybe a
yeah.
little
No,
better.
I hit. Me? Well, no, I have a
That-
minus one.
Wishful thinking.
No, the murky darkness was seducing you.
Another 12.
I am seduced by none but victory.
The dice
Still-
don't lie.
They really wanted. They said no, Day. You were wrong. It's the same.
Fair enough. I can't argue there. Rock, you hear a sudden splash in the water behind you, even though, if anyone asked, nobody saw a splash. But nevertheless, it seems to have drawn your eye on purpose. The
Uh-oh.
moment you look behind, you lock eyes with yourself, and your reflection immediately shifts on you as it becomes your old ex-teacher in a very compromising position.
Ooh.
And your whole world is shattered as everything you thought representing masculinity is melted away. You are under the effects of the phantasmal killer spell.
Sounds delightful.
I love it when that happens. You know, I try to do that once a week as a cleanse. Okay, how bad is this?
13 damage.
Ooh.
And you are now frightened.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Lose. You still have 6 temporary hit points.
I don't like that.
What vile magic is this?
So as I had a question, so the pool, as we got close to it, I still had what was it? A detect magic. Shouldn't I have been alerted that it was magic?
That's true. That's true. You would have detected that. That's right.
Ooh, good catch.
So would he get
So you-
advantage on that save?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead and make that save again for me.
Your teacher was never there.
I swear, if it gets to
Um,
12, I'm gonna laugh.
Actually,
No, it's so much worse.
Oh,
Rock,
Uh,
you knew better than to look
Roll
into the
with
pool.
advantage the first time. They don't. They don't
Brock,
help
you
you.
actually
I'll go like-
looked away, then looked
I
again.
actually saw it in the button.
You knew better than to look. You could
I
detect.
knew better than to look, and I looked twice.
Yes.
You detected illusion and abjuration
I-
magic, but it still managed to catch you because you didn't know what it was. You didn't know what kind of spell this was.
You
I
had
had
to
to
look.
know.
You
had to
had to
know.
look.
I did it. I saw him smoking filtered cigarettes, and those are for ladies, as far as Rock was concerned.
All right.
As the one who,
the one that raised me.
as the one who actually investigated, and having succeeded on your save, do me a favor, Flyweight, and go ahead and make a investigation check.
investigation, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant.
Oh, this is the worst.
Rock Sampson is.
You see arcane glyphs around the edge, but you know nothing of their making.
Do I recognize or see Rock be afflicted?
You see a look of terror cross his face as he appears to flinch for a moment.
Okay. I'm gonna start moving over that way. I'm gonna stop about next to Crippy here, and I'm gonna keep an eye on him. If he needs his help, I'm gonna hold the rest of my action. If he starts moving away from the pool, I'm gonna jump in using the rest of my movement and hit him with one of my lay on hands, which will get rid of frightened.
Okay. Okay. That does bring us back around to your turn, Mr. Sampson.
I'm gonna go ahead and the giant spaceman's hands touch me on what I assume is my shoulder, I'm gonna snap out of my existential crisis.
If you're still afflicted by frightened, I will come help you. If you're not, I'm not going to use the hit points on it.
You can, on your turn, make another wisdom saving throw to break out of frightened at the end of your turn.
Oh yeah. But as the hand reaches me, I'm clearly distraught. I'm gonna go ahead and the fuck. Okay. Let's do a wisdom saving throw. I still got detect magic, right? Do I get it? No, I get disadvantage. This gives me straight roll. Sweet. I'm still okay. I'm definitely gonna lose.
Moment of truth.
Wow.
Seeing his knees buckle, I'm gonna lunge forward, get a hand on him to prop him up, and I'm just gonna pat him on the shoulder, and like the metals on my chest glow, and they just sort of make you feel okay. And I will use my restoring touch with my lay on hands to remove the frightened condition.
What a pal.
Yeah, what a G.
Mark, what aura are you running right now?
I'm not running any aura just yet because I'm concentrating on protection from evil and good.
He's running an aura.
God, that's right.
9,900.
Whose turn is it?
Yours.
So-
No.
Rocks.
It is.
No, that's right.
Turn.
Oh no, he finished his turn with the wisdom save.
Rock, you
Rock.
still can move, even when you're frightened, you can move away from the source of the fear.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I'm gonna just use movement. If that's all right with everyone.
No,
No. Okay.
No.
I saved you. You cannot.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be living on a prayer for a second, and thank you so much. I don't know what came over me. Almost like the Marlboro Man wasn't a cowboy at all, but in fact a Hollywood actor.
I will take your word for it.
Yeah, not a good feeling. But you've reaffirmed my faith in manliness. And
Which way are you headed?
Glad I could be of assistance.
yeah, which he's down here. I'm gonna go ahead and just join the ranks, I guess, per se.
Okay.
I would like to note, Day, that currently I do have my shield and my hooked short spear out.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and start stroking the scimitar that is on my leg in the least opportune way.
Like on the inside of your calf.
But- It's the least. It looks the least useful, but definitely would be great for if I was scuba diving.
Anyways, Bastet, that makes it your turn.
Seeing all these shenanigans happen over at the pool, she's going to gracefully walk.
Oh my god!
What is my?
Don't go down the hallway by yourself. Okay.
No.
It's blocked off.
I mean, who knows? Maybe he can do gaseous form. I don't know what anybody can do.
Good point.
All right, I'm going to move up a little bit closer. And as I get to about here, she's going to say, darling, why don't you go check for me? And she'll kind of start glowing a light blue color as it looks like an echo of herself just steps out. Like there's a lit version of herself appears right over the portal and then kind of dives directly in. As that happens, I'm going to use my action to echo avatar, and I can see through my echo. Basically like find familiar.
That's so cool. It's such a
Right down
fun.
the chute.
You're looking in there?
Yep.
can you make a perception check for your echo?
Yeah.
All right, go
let
ahead
me
and do that.
Yeah, this spell is really cool. It is pretty much like astral projection, but in the same plane you're on for 1,000 feet.
That's insane.
That is so cool.
You said perception, correct?
Correct.
Ooh,
Yeah,
which
no.
20?
20.
Dirty 20.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I did a refresh to make sure the dice didn't went to jail.
Is that how that works? By refreshing, it goes to jail?
Then they go straight to jail. Kind of like
What?
jaywalking in the 50s.
What does
All right. You find what appears to be a wand.
I'm gonna, as soon as we notice this, I'm gonna say, be careful with that thing.
No, so
You're facing the opposite way.
Yeah.
Be careful with that thing.
Day, is the wand is it inside the well? How deep down is it?
Actually, not
Wait a
very
sec.
deep. It's a reflecting pool, so it's only like maybe 2 feet.
Get it?
Okay.
Wait, I can detect it no matter where it is. I know
Get it.
somebody's picked up something magic. I don't have to be looking.
I will just alert the ah. Well, isn't this peculiar? There is a wand here in the reflecting pool. I can't. That's the end of my turn.
Oh.
Very good then. All right. So, Ravi,
Mhm.
what will you do?
Would I have noticed, flylock?
Flywheel?
Flyweight. Sorry, for some reason my brain went right to flintlock.
I mean, that's a cool
That's right.
name.
We
It's
was
not-
gonna call him
it's-
Flintstone for a while.
Yeah, Winstone.
Every
Winstone
time you-
Flyweight.
Would I have noticed he saw the runic writing around the pool?
See,
I wasn't being surreptitious about, or I wasn't being quiet about it. I was very clearly looking at everything. And probably pause for a second and be like, no, I don't understand it.
Would I be able to read what that says?
With your particular abilities,
Is-
Mhm.
Is it written in Celestial?
it is not.
Or what about Hidozi?
It is not.
Okay.
That's a
Then
reach.
I can't read it. You gotta ask.
Well,
Real.
nobody gave me identification on what I should make my extra language, and I was like, "Bird folk, sounds good."
So what is Josh able to read?
Yeah. Sorry.
So these appear to be ancient glyphs, sort of a mix of the hieroglyphic language of this land and fiendish abyssal script, which is very unusual. You can
What?
see that it appears to be a magical enchantment for a sort of phantasmal killer spell. It appears to be here for the purpose of dissuading anyone coming into the front door. Other than that, though, it appears to have already been activated. You get the feeling that it might take some time for it to reactivate again.
Okay, that explains a lot. And on that note, I'm gonna push forward, kind of into this hallway, and I would like to cast find traps,
Ooh.
looking down where all the pews are broken.
Oh, somebody's looking at me.
You sense the presence of any trap within range that is within line of sight. A trap for the purpose of the spell includes anything that would inflict a sudden or unexpected effect that are harmful or undesirable.
Whatever you're about to say, Gavin, don't.
I already said the thing. I said I feel like someone's looking at me.
Okay, I saw your eyebrows
You-
go up and you inhale. I'm like, he's gonna say something.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, no. What I want to do is above board. Somebody needs to take that thing, right? It's an artifact. We should definitely steal everything and set off every trap, right?
Yeah, that's the
Right.
idea.
You
But we're
detect
trying to
that
figure out one now.
the nave down the center with all the pews is in fact heavily trapped. In
Oh,
fact, you get the feeling that had anyone taken a single step more, they would have activated these traps.
just like me and Tyler.
It just- the
yeah, I
entire
will
room
let
glows.
everybody know that that whole hallway is absolutely filled with traps.
Of what
I
type?
don't know what they are, and I don't know where they are, but they're there.
What you do detect is the immediate line down the side of the wall here is
Kind
not
of where
trapped.
I'm at.
Correct.
Right.
Ooh.
Is it what trap?
It's not.
Oh.
And in that case, I move.
Is that highlighted still, or?
I will
highlight it.
squeeze down that not trapped section.
It's the moment where all the big burly people that are like meant to go first are just looking like we're gonna have to take damage here, and then just the random caster just walks the line. Everybody's like, wait, what are you doing?
It's the glass skywalk in Squid Game. You're like, ah.
Is that your turn, Robbie?
That is, in fact, my turn. Yes.
Fantastic. Crippy, that
Yeah.
makes it your turn. Flyweight, you're up next.
I'm going to make it to the safe area and absolutely sprint as far down as I can.
All right, you have no issues.
Just shove
As
Rocky
you
out the way.
sprint
literally
down,
jump over him. And just start running past him.
what is your natural perception?
Natural perception is 15.
Passive, yeah. As you sprint down, pushing past Ravi and just making your way along the wall, the lurching weight of your large form begins to make a lot of quakes and rumbles along the center pews, and you see the top of these pillars is not actually connected to the ceiling at all, and they seem to almost shimmy and shake as you run past them.
Nice.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Flyweight, that's your turn. Samson, you come up after.
I'm genuinely just about ready to step forward to get this done and over with. And out of the corner of my eye, I see Ravi, like the gold carapace reflecting, and be like, "That's much smarter."
I told you I'm quite experienced.
I'm glad you're here. Thank you for your intellect.
How did you get there? What way did you go?
So I counted it. I started here. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I walked up
Okay.
and back around the pillar.
Okay, thank you.
Yes,
Had to make
you're
sure.
welcome. No, for sure.
Gotta make sure. Anything else?
Not right now. No, go ahead.
Okay, Mr. Sampson, that's your turn. Bastet, you follow up after.
Huh?
It's your turn.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm reading the wording on this real quick to
No, no,
decide what I'm going to
so
do.
you're good.
Sampson's turn.
What
You
was
come
my
after.
Okay.
turn? Just a movement.
Say again?
You said that was my turn, but
No, I say it's your turn.
Oh, it
Bastet
is
comes
my
after.
turn. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and silently for the moment follow. But I want to see if do I notice that either of my trailblazers ahead of us are actively using any checks or abilities?
Make a
Right.
perception check for me.
Y'all.
You notice that when Ravi first came over to this side, looking down where you guys were headed, he did cast a spell that had some verbal and somatic components. You did also notice that as Crippy went running down, his eyes did glance up at the ceiling for a moment. But other than that, though, they don't seem to be making any particular checks.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action as my loot is still out, and I'm getting down to where a filter's supposed to be on a cigarette. I'm gonna go ahead and play a couple chords to smoke on the water. I am Iron Man. Da 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 da. Inspiration for you, and go ahead and give that to Crippy. Wait, is he within range? That's actually gonna be the.
You usually want to check that first.
Listen, it's normally within range in any campaign other than the one that we play. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and
And how big is your inspiration die? I'm sure ladies ask you that all the time.
they do.
Whoa. Is he gonna care, share, and tell?
He's gonna go ahead and get a.
just did.
I'm gonna give him a 1d10.
Level 15, very nice.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's
you're not quite level 15 with your bard, but still.
That's right. I'm not fit with my bard.
Right?
I'm the only one that's a true level 15.
Go at 10.
No, Crippy is too.
Crippy is-
Okay.
You know, nobody wants 14 inches. Of inspiration.
So, I
All
have
right.
inspiration of the D10. And is that your turn, Matt?
That's definitely the turn. And you notice a warm rush of 80s metal. Go ahead and let you feel even more powerful than the ancient, the beast of legend that you are.
You know when you Frederick Mercury.
That's I Eddie Mercury'd him actually.
Mhm.
All right, Bastet, that makes it your turn. Ravi, you come next.
All right. I am going to. Let's see. Even. Yeah, no, I'm gonna bonus action. Just because. Swap places with my Echo, grab the wand.
Let's go.
And then I will.
Oh, wait a sec.
Move myself. Let's see, that is. All right, and then basically I'm going to actually take the dash action, and go around. Essentially, I'm going to grab the wand and dodge past everybody, and I will end up right about there.
Okay, very, very
What?
good.
And gracefully like weave in between everybody, and like where the trigger points would be for the traps. It looks like she's almost going to hit each one of them, and says, "Oh, excuse me," and just definitely gets in front of everyone.
Nice.
Very good, very good. Ravi, that makes it your turn. Crippy, you come after.
Going to run on up, and Ravi, not even bothering to attempt to lunge over Crippy the way he did, kind of slides between Crippy's legs.
Whoa.
Did it hit you?
His mace.
Oh,
His
My
mace.
mace. My mace.
Hanging from the hip.
The pommel on my mace. Did it could hit you. It's dangerous.
hey, Day, can you create a copy of token so I can mark where my echo is, because I need to move it 30 feet.
I absolutely can.
up to about there.
Fantastic. Anything else?
And that will, in fact, be it for me.
Does your echo float? Does it levitate, or does it actually interact with the ground?
So, funny you should say that. Because I can move it in any direction. So yes, it does kind of levitate.
Okay. Okay. All right. Crippy, that makes it your turn.
Elevation.
Flyweight, you do come next.
I am going to push up to where Ravi'ka is, and keep going straight down, and then straight to the door with a sprint, or the altar.
All right, walk me through the exact steps you made.
Okay. We were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then sprinted 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. It's worth note that you can't stand on the altar.
Okay.
You can only stand in front of it.
Yep.
Is that where you want to be?
I'd love to be there.
Oh.
I'd love you to be there.
Keep up! I yelled.
I love that we're all here.
Ouch.
Apologies, I had to move myself back because I forgot that I kind of be within 30 feet of my echo when I'm not focusing through it.
That hurt.
Ah, good to know. Okay.
That was nice. Rock Samson.
Watching
As
all
you
of
walk up to the altar, you feel a slight pressure
Oh, that was his.
against
thing.
your shin,
I thought I.
followed by a tinkling of a small rod falling onto stone at your feet. From above, you hear a sudden screech of metal against slate as large sickle blades plummet down on you from the ceiling. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dayton, to study for this, did you go back and play Sun's Fortress and Dark Souls 1?
I'm hurt, guys.
Probably.
And I don't think any bardic inspiration's gonna help with the nat one.
You roll it. You get to yeah.
Bardic Inspiration gives him a D10 to use on that? No, I don't think it's going to save him.
D12.
No, I got a natural
level
1. A
15.
natural one's a natural 1.
No,
How
it's a
bad
D10.
is it?
He's not
for you?
level 15. He's not Bard level 15.
How bad is it, Dayton?
Do you remember what they were saying about the small?
Ooh.
Oh, that's okay.
54 slashing damage as
What's that?
2 large Kopesh sickles come crashing down
Oh.
upon you. They quite literally break into the stone beneath you. They're inordinately ceremoniously large.
Yeah.
Some Final Destination stuff.
And I like fall back and like my chest is bleeding. And then I'm going to cast let's see here. Healing word on myself.
Okay.
Healing word.
36.
Shazam.
But
At
Seventh
7th level,
I don't know if I wait a minute. I don't know if I wanted to do 7th level. It just sent those bad boys. How do I do a lower level?
It's like, wow. I mean, like, I
He's
know
throwing
it
the big
hurt,
guns out
but-
early.
wow.
And Crippy gets super dramatic.
3rd level. Okay, 3rd level. There you go. 17. Where did that put you in terms of HP?
That will put me at a grand total of 60 of 97.
There you go. There you go. That's good. That's a good healthy amount. That's above half.
And I kind of
All
touch
right.
my chest, and I can feel the demonic powers flow through me, and like you can see like black mold and like fungus kind of attach it and heal it.
I love Resident Evil. All right, so that is your dash action and then a bonus action heal. Very good.
And that's the end of my turn. I wanted to
That
show the
brings
guys
us
how to
over-
find a trap.
How to find a trap with your face. It's called face tanking.
Yeah.
That brings us over to Flyweight. Rock, you're next. Keep that in mind. Since you're the only person standing there and the only person who, hasn't just flown right by it, Flyweight, you actually notice that there is a door to your right.
What kind of door?
Would you like to make an...
Can I just turn and look really closely at it?
You absolutely can. Would you like to make an investigation check?
I would like to know what I need to do in order to determine the type of door this is.
You have to investigate the door.
He's asking me if I want to make an investigation check. I don't know what he needs
know.
from me.
Okay.
Shoot it down.
The door,
He's trying to figure out what to do with my 2.
sorry.
He's like, I want to give you the information, but that roll is absolute garbage.
It's a simple wooden door. It appears to have been installed sort of after the fact. It has a very ornate archway adorned with sharp, barbed spikes.
Okay. You said it's ornamented with spikes. It's not like functional spikes.
At the top of the archway,
Okay, and that's about how high?
right about at your head.
Okay.
It's 8 feet.
I'm going to put my spear back on its place in my armor. I'm going to pull up my portable ram, and I'm just going to give it one good smash into the door. I can make
Is
it
that like one of
melee.
the, like the
Yeah, it's
the
like what the
police
police-
battering ram?
Yeah, except for mine's cooler because it's got an actual GIF head on the end. Not like a literal head, but like a shape, like I made out of metal.
Yeah. No, I get sure.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I thought you were asking for melee attack. I jumped the gun on that.
I think they're the same.
A 9.
Yes. Quite. If the effect is evil or good, it has disadvantage on hitting me.
It's one evil door. It won't open for you.
Okay, so you take out your battering ram and you smash it into the door. As you do so, immediately you hear a spring-loaded contraption snap. As you smash it in, the bottom of the door wings up, clearly intent to take you with it, but instead it takes your battering ram. The battering ram gets ripped from your hands, smashing you on the chin on the way up. Consider it a kindness. You take 6 damage from your own ram, as it is now smashed into the barbs above.
Never had the door hit back. Anyway,
That
That
said,
bodes ill.
the door immediately flies off its hinges and falls back into the room.
no good job was done without bloodshed, and I'll take a few steps in and sort of carefully look around to see what's ahead of me.
Taking a look inward,
Never.
How you end up
Harsh,
like,
Mark.
frightened.
you see what appears to be a study. There's a handful of desks and chairs on the far side, and another door on the other side. There appears to be a
Do I
couple
make-
of small drawers and dressers here.
Do I make it down this hallway without any issue?
You do.
Seems there's a study in here, if anyone would like to come check it out. And I will use my last movement to just move against the wall here.
All right, that makes it Mr. Sampson's turn. Bastet, you come after.
I do have my hooked spear back out.
Sounds very good.
Did he get his ram out of the door?
His
No,
ram
it's
is
been smashed.
yeah.
happens sometimes. Give it a week.
Oh,
I just having been completely mind blown. I'm gonna mutter to myself. Always the freaks. Right? Should have brought Orpheus. And I'm gonna go ahead and I just saw Black Mold heal our Minotaur friend and our ninja. Oh God, I always forget the name of it.
Parkour.
Yeah, hardcore parkour, and an Echo Knight, which I already don't like for other reasons, mystical kidnap reasons. And I'm gonna go ahead and look around the room and see if this is the only door that's gonna give us trouble or answers.
You don't see any other doors.
Do I detect magic from any doors? Do they say,
No.
"Hey, I'm a door"?
In this
Okay.
case. Give me 1 second.
He's not here. Look at his DM notes. Mark your closest. What did they say?
So weird. It's just all blank.
oh no, dude!
says,
Look, I see the
this,
map.
we get a
It's
level?
right over there.
All I see is TPK.
Yeah, that's
Whatever it takes.
That's what I heard. They deserve to be punished. Is what I think I see written.
No, come on, TPK, total party kindness.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's probably Elvish for everyone gets a level.
I thought it was the whole team play kissing.
Rock, we know what you're looking for.
Hey, while we're here,
I'm
got
not
about
looking.
an hour left in the show here. We got a little break. Thanks for everyone tuning in here. We're gonna be kind of pushing through the dungeon here and trying to get some combat, but we gotta pick it up and get ready to go.
Yeah, I feel like we did the same thing that we always do, which is
All right,
Yes.
Dayton.
What do we?
I'm gonna go ahead and you know what? I'm gonna rush in. I'm gonna use my cutting action to dash on into this bad boy, and let's measure how far I can get in.
You can get pretty far in.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go another 30 in, but I'm also gonna do a full flip.
You just stop in place as you turn and just do a flip in place and then turn and continue to run.
I'm actually not gonna turn. I'm just gonna do a sideways flip another 30 feet.
Of course, how could I be so foolish?
Of course.
That's how dashes work.
It's exactly instinctively I knew you were gonna do that. That's why I stepped off to the side.
So where
Alright.
is your character going?
30 feet down.
So-
Yeah. So I made it
Yeah, so move your character.
30 here.
It-
30 here.
Switch to the arrow and move your dude.
Thank you.
You can count the squares. They're 5 each.
They aren't there anymore. That's why I was doing the measure.
Right
That's
there.
entirely
I
fair.
don't think that's right. I think I'm one square. I want to be one.
Oh dear. Oh, I thought those were coffins. Never mind.
I'm glad you actually went through the doorway.
Right.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Gotta keep
Oh.
it moving.
Like,
You
Oh, there we
leap
go.
through this other door. As you do so, you feel a translucent mesh hanging over the doorway pull with you, as if you had just walked into a sheet or a
I'm gonna
spider's
get
web.
out an audible. Gross.
Behind you swings down 2 more blades in a smaller version of what Crippy was just hit by, and you avoid it flawlessly.
It was the flip.
Yeah, always is. Why you do it?
Is that your turn then?
Dexterity.
Full action?
So actually, that's my bonus. Yeah, that's actually my bonus action.
Oh, that's true.
So I'm gonna. What do I see here? What do I want to do? 'Cause I feel like
In this room, it appears to actually be a bunk of some sort. There are 6 different beds. The one in the lower right-hand corner appears to have a rise in it, as if there's something under the blanket. The only issue is half of the floor is completely crumbled away. It falls down into detritus and bones about 20 feet deep.
So,
Yeah.
Sounds like a problem that can only be solved with flips. No.
Hit it.
Flips.
Yeah.
There
I'm
is
gonna
a
go-
section of the flooring that does connect to the other half.
I'm not going there.
I'm not going there.
Yeah, that's a waste if I ever heard one. Do I detect any magic in here?
You do detect light magic.
Like the light attribute magic or light.
Lightly,
Light a bit of
lightly
magic.
salted.
Okay. Yeah, like with a hint of lime. I detect a hint
With a hint of
lime.
magic.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hold my action until the GIF comes in here and I can confer. But I'm gonna basically ready my. I've readied my weapon and I'm ready to start chucking daggers at somebody. Whatever's pitching said tent under the blankets over there.
Sounds good. Bastet, that makes it your turn. Ravi, you're after.
All right, I am going to hop on up to Crippy.
You know, right?
All right, I'm going to move up just past here, glance off to my right.
Glancing off to your right, you see a vestibule of sorts. It appears to have a smaller reflection pool. And at the far side, along this far wall, is a stoop, a fountain of sorts.
Okay.
Like the kind that you would go and like wash your hands in a church.
Okay. Is there any liquid inside said fountain?
From where you're at, it appears so, but it's hard to say.
All right. The fountain is. Wonder. And I will.
You know what I forgot?
What? What?
Oh.
I had a, I had a little handout for you guys.
Oh.
I had a little handout for you guys.
Somebody is echoing.
Yeah, somebody's got a bad echo.
Oh, I recently did a thing.
Here we go.
How about that?
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah,
better?
there.
Somebody told me.
Okay.
To do it.
So, what are you going to do, Bastet?
I am going to cast Mage Hand.
All right.
Okay. And what are you going to do with this mage hand?
Give me a second here. I just want to double check the rules on Mage Hand.
I know them.
It's 30 feet away.
They can't be more than 30 feet from you either. Kind of like the echo.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and well, let's have it reach into the
Reach into.
the fountain, what the hand washing basin.
You don't seem to find anything. It is full of a liquid. The hand pops out, and it seems to drip with a translucent red liquid.
That's gross.
A fountain of blood. How cliche. And I'm done. That's my turn.
All right, Ravi, that makes it your turn. Crippy, you're after.
All right.
Oh, actually, my my echo
Echo.
disappears, and I'll reuse my bonus action to cast it again.
Okay. Okay, Ravi.
Sorry.
I am going to start walking over this way and see if I can look down the other way.
Looking down the other way,
Mhm.
you actually see something very similar. There is another vestibule with another basin, but this one seems to veer off into another direction.
Okay. Then I'm going to use my action to dash. Come into here.
So, your foot hits a tile and chunks down into a lower space, as if you pressed a very large button.
Well,
Suddenly, dropping steadily from the ceiling, you see what appear to be small basilisks hanging on ropes, dangling lower and lower towards you as one of them meets your gaze. I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
15.
Ooh.
15 succeeds. You manage to stave off the immediate effects. However, you feel yourself freezing slowly, and you are currently restrained, stuck where you are.
It's not great.
You are not completely turned to stone, but you are restrained.
Not completely. We need to help him.
What do you think?
Oh.
That will
Is this
definitely
you and I-
be it
is this
for
a
my
bad-
turn.
12 table talk.
Is this a magical effect?
Nope, this is a monster effect.
Okay.
We gotta go
Crippy,
there.
that makes it your turn. Flyweight, you're after.
This altar I'm standing in front of, does it look like it can be opened, or is there anything in it?
There is something on top of it.
And what is it?
In the middle of the altar is a small golden unlit brazier. Next to it is a tinderbox, and as you look within, you see the burnt black corpse of a cat.
I think we got a cat in the group, right?
I heard it might be in the hat.
Wait till you hear what curiosity did to me.
I'm gonna relay that information
Looks like it
back
burnt
to
it.
the group
If I don't check the box, I'll never know.
and ask if I should take it off.
The brazier? Or the cat?
Either.
Oh,
And then,
rescue the poor thing.
Wait, is it a brazier or a brazier?
Brazier, sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, we got
It's a dead
What is
cat,
that?
right?
real legendary armor in every video game ever.
Yeah, I'm taking it. I'm just
Oh.
gonna grab it. And I'm gonna,
Cat?
Hold up, we lost Day.
oh, he's here.
I'm here.
And then
Oh,
I'm going to
As
take
you
it
do so,
and
it
toss
immediately
it.
turns. It immediately turns to ash in your hands.
All right. Sorry, guys. I'm not here for the gold. And I'm gonna like float all over the place, and then start walking towards where the Ravi'ka was stranded, and give out a loud growl. Ah! And let this monster know that I'm coming to whoop its ass.
Make me an intimidation check.
All right, I'd love to.
I can help.
You can.
I'm way far away. Yeah. Is there a way we could blow through these walls with shatter?
All right, and I'm gonna use my D10 inspiration.
Okay.
roll a d10. Come on, get a 10. Get one.
A 6 puts me at a 15.
Not bad.
15. 15.
So.
And that's a 14. You manage to terrify the harnessed basilisk
Yes.
as it attempts to scurry up the wall to get away, but it's on a rope, so it's kind of like dangling and swinging.
And then I will hold my action.
All right. That brings us back around to Flyweight. Samson, come up
Flyweight.
after. Flyweight.
I will take a step in the door to look around to see if anything requires my attention, and seeing that the area sort of terminates there, do I see anything of particular interest?
As I mentioned before, it appears to be a dormitory, 6
Yep.
beds. The area is relatively broken in twain with a massive crevasse.
Right. Anything different?
Aside from what he seems to be noticing, a small thing hidden under the blanket of the lower right bed, there's nothing else here of interest.
All right. I will trust you to handle this, as I believe you're a bit quicker than me. These old gift knees tend to get a little rusty.
Give it
And
a go.
I'll sort of give a hup, and then I'll just sort of lift myself up and start jogging as I dash back out. I'll be able to get down to there.
Okay. All right, is that your turn?
Go ahead on that. I'm going to use my held action to dash over to the blanket and see what's hiding under there.
All right. You use your held action to dash. End of the turn line. Crippy, are you doing anything with your held action?
Yeah, I am going to. There's a hanging basilisk, right?
Correct.
I'm actually just going to cast Spirit Guardians, and as I say a little spell into my hand, a like little demonic Pikachu crawls out from underneath my dreads, and as you see it, it's like blood starts coming out of its face, and it lights on fire and starts just zipping around me.
All right.
Well, aren't you a charming one?
When it enters the area for the first time, it must make a Wisdom saving throw or take 3d8 damage. All right. So, what is your Wisdom save
My wisdom save,
or your spell DC?
18.
He's a 13. So go ahead and roll me 3d8 damage.
Right. Bang, 3d8 coming your way. 8, 4, 16. Let's go.
16.
Nice.
Very nice, very nice. He does not seem to like that, as again, he is trying to flee away, but is kind of stuck on his rope. Is that your turn then? Or that was
That's-
your held action is what that was.
Yep.
So we're actually back up to turn order. So that actually brings us back around to Mr. Sampson. Bastet, you're next. So you're going to go ahead and
Yep.
take a look at what's under that bed?
Yeah, what's there?
Absolutely. So you go ahead and pull it back, and you find a small package.
I mean, it's average.
Wrapped in snakeskin and knotted with twine.
Okay.
Bougie.
Oh.
So is it cursed?
I don't know. Would you like to open it?
Yeah, I'm gonna open it. Obviously.
Inside, you find a collection of personal effects, robes, clothes, belts. The one thing that actually stands out is a pack of playing cards made of papyrus. Each has an
Okay.
image of the cat goddess of life, Bastet, illustrated in soot black ink, with a number or word in the corner imprinted in gold leaf. There appears to be 4 suits of cards: hearts, stomachs, lungs, and brains. Within each suit, the card is labeled from 1 through 10, plus a pharaoh, a priestess, and an architect. There's an additional 2 cards, marked with only an illustration of a jackal god of death, Anubis.
This is such a high level thing. A second. Oh, where is it? No, not there. So I'm touching these?
Yes. You are detecting light magic from them. They appear to be the source of the magic you were detecting earlier, or at least part of it. You still feel some light magic on the other room, but they don't appear to be cursed in any way.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Identify.
Casting Identify, they don't appear to be attuned items or wondrous items of any sort, but you are detecting a strong sense of abjuration magic
Okay.
and evocation.
There. So I can summon some sort of effect like that UV.
It's time to duel. Is that your turn?
Well, yeah, and I'm gonna book it, right? Like I'm gonna get out of here. There's no other way through area 5 is my guess, right?
Not that you can see, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
As I said, making your way back through the study, you do still detect some light magic in the area.
in the study. Okay.
Yes.
Anything that I perceive.
Make a perception check. Very nice. Within the study, within a small drawer under the desk, you find a small bag the size of your hand, made of crocodile skin and tied off with twine.
I guess I'm just touching all the things today.
Inside is a set of playing dice made of stone. Each has the image of the eye of the sun god Ra carved in, with each eye containing a number in the center imprinted in silver.
We are gambling today. I'll tell you, if we make it out of here alive.
Oh, there's some pretty sick items, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of want those in real life.
Right? I think the Dirty Dice Club should
Yes.
have this commission.
For sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
yeah. I think we're gonna go ahead and I can't identify again this turn. I don't think.
Nope.
Yeah,
You'll have to hold on to it.
so I'm gonna be like, somebody had a gambling problem. I'm gonna have another lucky strike, and I'm gonna make my way with the remaining movement I have from dash. Let me see where is it? I'm gonna just. I think I can make like two squares left or something like that. I'm just gonna move.
Okay, go ahead and sort yourself out. Bastet,
Yeah.
that makes it your turn. Ravi, you are after.
Alex, I can't help but notice you're putting some big numbers down there.
Yeah. All right.
Perfectly average packages.
Bastet starts to kind of get visually agitated, and she says, "This is taking far too long." He just kind of growls a little bit, and I am going to blow one of my shifts and move 60 feet. And as she does this, the robe she wears, she just sheds it off, and you see that the reason she's hobbling, she has one leg that is human, and the other is a tiger leg. As she starts moving, the rest of her body starts to grow fur, and you see in front of you a light blue tiger with dark blue stripes.
Ooh, very nice.
And about where are you looking to land?
About 15 feet in front of Ravi'ka. Ravi, yes. What do I see?
Oh.
You seem to see a storage room of some sort. However, it's very much fallen apart. Much of the floor has completely collapsed in, falling down 20 feet. Below, you see a mix of stone and bones. Some human, some not. There appears to be a path along the wall that could be crossed.
All right. Bonus action, resummon my echo there. And then I'm gonna move her. So you said this whole section right here in the middle is collapsed in, correct?
No. Everything along the edge is collapsed in.
Okay, so the skulls are the collapsed in where the rubble is like a path.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, gonna move her into there, and again, I've technically not used my action yet. I will use my action to once again activate my Echo Avatar and see and hear through her.
In the room, there appears to be a handful of chests. They are very ornate. They appear to be reliquaries used to contain possibly important religious artifacts.
Ooh. I think we may have some interesting items in here. Religious artifacts. And I'm done. That's my turn.
And that brings you up, Josh.
Am I still restrained?
Go ahead and make that check again. Can you guys hear me?
It's
Yep.
fine.
I'm far
Sort
away.
of you're distant now.
Okay, how about now?
That's good.
Better.
To answer my own question, yes, I am in fact quite restrained. I rolled a fat 7.
I thought Crippy scared them away.
They did. He's under the effects of a basilisk stare.
Oh, that's right. Duh. I thought you were restricted for some reason. Unrestricted.
Yo. Wait, that's the one that turns you to stone, right?
Yes, but he succeeded the check, so he avoided being turned to stone.
Instantly, but now he's on the delayed turn, right?
Correct.
Come on, boy.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if every single one shot Josh does not survive.
I will stop playing one shots.
I brought things to help with that this time, and for some reason they're not working. I told you to stay nearby.
You went into a weird room.
Because nobody else went down that way.
All right, so Josh, anything you can do then?
Not unless I can cast Stone Shape to make my legs work.
Uh-huh. Ooh.
Rule of cool, I'll allow it. No.
Wait, can you actually cast Stone Shape?
Yeah, no, I have Stone Shape. It's a 4th level spell.
I mean, technically that would work.
You're just forcing magic into your legs to get them to move.
I mean, if they're petrified, they're stone, right? It says you can touch
Dude,
a stone object of medium size or smaller.
I mean, yeah, count.
Do it.
And
Kitty.
That's awesome.
what does
That's
that
got
even
Bastet
get
right
me?
there.
Is that concentration too?
I would say it gets you,
It's not concentration.
it gets you
However,
movement, but it's difficult terrain.
yeah, finer mechanical detail isn't possible. Yeah, man, I'll do that.
Put
I'll-
one foot in
I'll
front
blitz
of
out a
the
4th level
other.
spell slot to move 15 feet.
I
Yeah.
heard that's what Brian Boitano would do.
If he were here right now,
He would save the day.
Is that your turn?
That, yeah. Can I use my bonus action to cry a little bit?
Oh, absolutely. That's a free action.
Perfect.
Free
Action. That's well known.
Crippy,
Crying is in
Crippy,
fact
your
a
turn.
free action.
Since there's no danger back there, and you said these pillars could be knocked over,
Correct. It appears so.
I'm gonna just start destroying the temple. I'm gonna do a goring rush into this pillar right there. Knock it over.
Oh my god. You're gonna trap us all in here.
No, they're not connected to the ceiling already.
I wanted to blow through the wall over here with Shatter to get to the main room faster.
Go for it.
All right, you collapse the pillar.
Do you
And then I'm
feel
gonna
better
give
now?
out another yell. Come see me!
in those 20-foot drops we saw, it looked like they went into another room, correct?
They went into a crevasse.
Okay, so there's not like an opening underneath us?
Doesn't appear so. Not from those areas.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon. Bring that bad boy out.
Magic sword.
Yep. And then I push this pillar over here as I ran into it. And that's my turn.
Fair enough. All right.
Almost another magic item that could have done a lot more.
Flyweight?
damage.
Yes. When the pillar fell, did I feel the ground shake? I'm trying to feel if there is a cavity or some sort of opening underneath us, like the main promenade here. I'm sort of trying to determine our next steps, whether we go up or down, if there is a way to do either.
You do feel a shake, but you cannot detect that there's any kind of hollowness beneath you.
So I cannot make out. It's not that there isn't. It's that I cannot make it out.
There isn't.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna make my dash. Ravi'ka, if you could come back here for a moment, I would love something to discuss with you.
Yep, my legs are currently stoned.
Oh,
give me a
dear.
minute.
I'm on my way. And that'll be
All
my
right,
turn.
That's your turn? Okay. Rock?
Right. I'm gonna take note of the booms and bangs, and I'm gonna go ahead and mutter to myself. Sounds like the clown show's on the road again. And I'm going to I don't want to use my bonus action for this. Is done.
I mean, use the actions. We gotta go.
Mhm.
I know. Well, no. So I'm gonna go ahead and. Yeah. So I'm gonna use a second level spell. It gives me this. Gives me that extra 30 feet. Which I guess dash does too. No, I'm not gonna use that. Screw that. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use the bonus action dash. And I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 60. I'm gonna go ahead and get it here. I'm gonna be out of breath, but playing it off. Took a wrong inhale, and I'm gonna take a look around. What do I see going on over here that maybe I feel like needs my attention? Anything actively happening?
You see that Flyweight appears to be talking to Ravi. You can't see Ravi, he appears to be around the corner, but they're having a conversation back and forth. And you notice that a lot of yelling as Crippy is knocking over the pillars that very likely would have fallen upon you earlier.
I would like to make a small correction, Day.
Mm-hmm.
He hears Flyweight yelling to Ravi, but he cannot hear my response.
Well, that's true. Thrycreen.
Yes, Thrycreens cannot speak vocally, it's all telepathic.
That's right, that's right.
Yeah.
The one thing that you do notice, however, is at the altar, it looks like 2 massive blades have fallen just before the altar.
Ouchie.
You see that there is a brazier at the top of the altar, but doesn't look
Is
like
it
anything's
lit?
been done.
Oh, it's back?
Is it lit?
No, brazier's still there. Cat turned to ash.
But the brazier's not on fire.
It is not.
It definitely should be on fire.
I feel like that's definitely a thing that should be happening. And I'm gonna.
What were these?
Fools. Stoops.
I thought I threw it to you. Turned to ash.
No, you threw the cat.
Wow. Now I realize I threw the.
I think he tried to throw the cat and it was ash. But anyways,
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like that. That doesn't seem right, and I'm gonna light up the brazier with a little shooter McGavin, and that's not right. And I'm gonna just say much better.
Instantly, the room lights up, and you hear a ghostly howl, like a cat in the
Legs
wall.
are still frozen. Not good.
Cat in the walls. I'm gonna go ahead and use my. Do I see anything else going on in this room?
Nope, nope. And that
So
would be
I'm gonna go ahead and use my second attack per action and give this room another little fu. And do I have line of sight on this?
line of sight on what?
Yeah,
The pillar? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it another one, but from the hip, like I'm a pro golfer. And we're gonna go ahead and balls. It's an 8 hit a non-moving target. It can also just whip off into the distance, and I will pretend that it never happened. Play it how you want. Did we lose? Yeah.
no.
He's
I think
calculating
he's-
our
he's
stupidity
sleeping.
here.
Okay.
It's
So-
uncalculable.
You go ahead
That
and knock
was
it down.
really crazy.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, your feed froze for a second.
Yeah.
And everything went dead silent. It was weird.
So what happened then?
Rock, Flyweight, and Crippy, all of you who are in the center nave, take 10 damage from falling debris in the ceiling.
I'm so happy this happened.
Well, good heavens. What on earth could that have been?
The room shakes and shimmies. Bastet, that makes it your turn.
Jeez.
All
All right. You said where my echo was, there were a bunch of relics and whatnot, correct?
Reliquaries, yes.
Reliquaries.
Chests
Reliquaries.
that carry relics.
How many?
3.
How big are the chests?
About yay big.
Okay. Bonus action, swap positions. Doing so, I will deactivate the echo, so I regain my sight and hearing in the rooms. I will open all 3 chests.
Fantastic. Inside each of the chests appears to be an item of interest. One is an ancient headpiece of gold and ivory. The icon of the Ankh is embossed into its cloth. Another one. Here we go. Is old forgotten sandals with various glyphs etched into them.
Put 'em
And
all
the
up.
third one, and seemingly the most innocuous, is an inch-tall, 6-sided cube made entirely of gold, and etched with different hieroglyphs on each side. The weird thing is, every time you turn it over, it seems like it's a different hieroglyph, even after you turn to the same side.
I am going to slip the die into my pocket. And yeah, now I'm going to put the
Put 'em on.
these
You should roll it.
look very
Hold on.
lovely, and I'm going to slide my feet into these sandals and put the headband on.
You place the headband on, and immediately your mind is filled with ancient knowledge.
Ooh.
You appear to have found a headband of intellect.
Ooh.
Then, as you go to make steps with the lovely sandals, you find that with each step, you ascend a couple of feet.
Ooh.
They appear to be boots of levitation. However, 2 things catch your eye, or your notice. One, you find yourself thinking in a language that you're not familiar with. And 2, every step you step that causes you to ascend slightly, a small dust devil appears beneath your feet.
Cool.
It whips up dirt and sand, and it actually kind of obscures your vision a little.
Okay,
Interesting.
so I can't communicate with them because I can't think. I'm thinking in a different language. It's
Would
Incorrect.
you like to
Essentially-
try speaking?
I
not
couldn't do
yet.
fireworks.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Anything else, your turn?
Yes. I am going to now take my movement. Does my movement does not change? But it's still the same, correct?
Correct.
But every step
Okay.
you go up a couple feet.
But I'm levitating, right?
Correct.
Okay.
That wasn't the right question.
Does every step actually take him up another step without fail constantly?
I'm going to
every
I'm going to
time?
take a step.
Take
I
a
heard-
second step.
I heard every move you make, also.
All right.
Every breath you take.
as I get closer to something, I'm going to, push off of it. Do I float at the same level, or do I elevate as I float?
You hold at the same level.
Okay. So, you know what? Screw it. I am going to move 60 feet. I'm going to move right back across towards my echo. So that was 40, 30.
I want to be that guy, but do these require attunement?
And then I will slide back over to where Crippy is.
For our purposes, let's just say no.
Ambient energies.
All right. Nope. That's it. I'm done.
All right.
Smash and grab.
That brings us back to Ravi. Would you like to make that save again?
And what
Yes.
height level? Where am I at?
You're touching the ceiling.
13?
You have a D10 to add to that, don't you?
For what?
Bardic Oh, no, he didn't give you Bardic Inspiration. Never
He
mind.
did not. But does a 13 pass?
A 13 does pass.
Oh, thank God. I was about to hit myself with guidance.
Your legs begin to slowly absolve of stone, and you are feeling a little numb, but you can move.
Nice. In that case, I'm gonna rip on out of this area. Dashing all the way back over to here.
All right, is that your turn?
And that is, in fact, my turn.
Crippy, you had approached this brazier earlier, saw the corpse of a cat, pretty much ignored it, tried to grab the cat and just kind of turned to ash in your hand, said, screw it, I'm going to attack this temple. But since then, Mr. Rock Samson lit the brazier, and suddenly you heard the meow of a cat throughout the halls.
There's one where we can get their tails.
I'm going to call it out. Get down here and fight me! Come fight me, meet your doom!
This sounds awful.
And then I'm going to run into the other pillar, knocking it down. Just destroying the temple. Hopefully he'll fall out.
That one comes down as well.
Watch while you're dropping those things. Don't make yourself a liability.
Wait.
And I'm gonna huff at him, and like steam comes out of his nose, and he kind of like batters his chest and says, "Come down here now!"
Flyweight?
Yes, so seeing Ravi suddenly show up, I'm gonna sort of dodge out of the way of this falling pillar and sort of very, very light on my feet as I do so. And I'm gonna sidle up next to Ravi. You said that you'd be witness if this treasure showed itself, and I would like to share something. And I'm going to put my hand on Ravi's shoulder, and I'm going to use my warding bond. So for the next hour, you get +1 AC and +1 to all saving throws. But if you take damage, I take that damage.
Like, half that damage?
No, I take that damage. If you take 30 damage, I take 30 damage.
So we both take damage.
Correct.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, I have an ability to take damage from other people if they're within 5 feet, but that's different.
Okay.
This is the Nico special.
Yes. It's
Right.
a little interesting how Flyweight falls into that. But anyway, so please be careful. There's some backlash on this. I get a really bad headache. But anyway, let us move ahead. And I'm going to move up to this well because I haven't been here. And I'm going to look down. What do I see? This better not be one of those killer things.
As you move ahead, you hear a low hiss followed by a click as the stone beneath you sinks slightly. then suddenly blasts upwards. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Because I'm flailing through the air. Oh dear.
Oh god.
Thankfully,
Roll
warding
me a
bond doesn't mean.
1d4.
Thankfully, warding bond doesn't mean that you take the damage I take. A 1.
Nice. Just blows your lips up.
Ding dong, ding ding ding.
As I'm flying through the air. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
You
Oh
go
dear.
straight up into the ceiling, Looney Tunes style, and you take 18 damage.
Can I activate?
Right, 28.
28.
On my way up, can I activate my armor of weightlessness and activate levitate?
As a reaction? Yeah, kind of like casting slow fall as a reaction. Yeah, I'd allow that.
Yeah. So as soon as my feet leave the ground, I go, oh dear. Never mind. And then I just sort of slide out of the way.
Nice.
Is he falling up or
You
down?
activate it, and just the ambient inertia kind of floats you to the left.
And it looks supernatural. Like he's used to moving in weightlessness. He's like, oh, whoop. All right. Now I'm remembering those muscles. Yes. And then I touch back down.
What is he pushing against? How is he swimming?
All right, and you were heading over towards where now?
I was looking down this well. So I'm actually going to levitate over it so I'm not touching the ground like Tom Cruise style in Mission Impossible. And I'm going to look down to see if I can see anything within the well.
It appears to be filled with a liquid. It's a rather thin well. It's a font or a stoop, and it's filled with a translucent red liquid with a certain sweet smell about it.
Can I see how deep it goes?
It's actually only a couple inches deep.
Oh.
It's syrup.
Can I see if I recognize the scent or what it might be?
Go ahead and hit.
Like I'll dip a hand in and try it.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a Arcana check.
Lick it.
Not 20.
Very
Very
nice.
nice.
I can determine the source of most things by taste.
It appears to be a font of superior healing potion.
Ah! Dear me! I'm gonna take some of the open vials I have and start trying to scoop up as many as I can. Don't come over here. These aren't for you. It's really bad stuff. I need to get it in these vials so it doesn't hurt anybody.
You should also Super Soaker out and start shooting Crippy with it because I feel
There's
like
enough for 3 doses.
All right. I will pick up 3 doses, and on my way back, I'm gonna toss one to Ravi.
So,
will that help with the?
That's my turn, by the way.
that's end of turn.
Let's go.
And end of night.
I gotta say, apparently I'm just terrible at one-shots.
No,
Because I was
No.
so confident,
We're terrible at
so
one-shots.
confident that I could get you guys through 4 floors
I told you. Yeah.
in 2.5 hours. Oh,
What?
I'm falling behind. Don't worry, it's okay. Worst case scenario, if I can get them onto the next floor, we'll just replace that with the last floor. And the full, probably hour of combat that would involve. I don't know, guys. Maybe we should pocket this for a future session.
I think so.
I do believe
Yes.
so.
If we're not back to Spelljammer in 2 weeks, maybe we can come back to this.
I mean, maybe there's
Agreed.
even some time where we can slip this in between. Because I got 4 floors here, and I'm going to be honest, the way you guys are going,
You
it's
thought?
probably going to take a session for every floor.
Wait, you thought like we were?
Bookmark it.
I haven't
thought
even
you meant,
figured out
like-
how to get to the second floor.
I thought you meant floors as in like rooms here.
Yeah,
Oh no!
I'm
There's
trying to figure out how
floor
to get to
mats.
this.
Oh,
Alright.
Floors. That's great, Dayton.
Alright.
This is gonna be awesome.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
This is
I
gonna
think
be a 4-part series, guys. This is gonna be a one-shot. We got great news for you. We got a 4-part series coming up here. We're doing 1 floor each stream, and maybe we get a level each floor too. I don't know. Dayton said some crazy.
yeah, we can get up to 19.
Anyways, it does sound like we're gonna be coming to an end here, guys.
Yes.
Dayton, why don't you give us a little narrative on what kind of cliffhanger we're gonna leave him with here?
And ignore our blatant uncoordination.
Mr. Sampson, as Crippy runs back and forth, barreling over these massive pillars, the room shaking and crumbling, this ghostly wail of a cat keeps permeating the hall. And as it does so, you feel something in your pocket just vibrate.
Oh no.
And that's what we're gonna call
This
it.
isn't Gavin.
Oh.
It's okay. This isn't Gavin. It's okay. This isn't Gavin.
Hey,
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and with my offhand, I'm gonna go ahead and reach for it.
all right. So we're gonna pick up next time. With
Next
Gavin
time.
pulling out his pocket. Guys, great episode. Awesome. We're gonna be right back here next Monday. You said, Dayton?
I mean, whatever we can do to make it work.
Hey,
I will still
We'll
be
see.
all right. So the
Well, we'll talk
the
about
next
schedule
Monday-
later. I'll post it. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. This was a great episode. I saw chat was burning up, a little wild, but burning up. I will see you guys all.
Oh wow.
I'll see you guys
Yeah.
all next time. This was a great one. Catch it on our YouTube. We got some edits to do, but we
Don't forget
definitely
to
want
wash
to
your
release
dice.
this. So wash your dice.
Don't forget to wash your dice. We'll
Wash.
see you in the tomb.
See you later.